Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to F1 22, my team career mode for the Season 6 finale in Abu Dhabi. Unfortunately, the video for Brazil corrupted, and I do not have it. But all you gotta know is, as soon as we were about to come in for our one and only pit stop of the race, our engine went pop. Which now means Lando ended up winning that race, and guess what? This means that boy Lando here leads the points by 1 point with one race to go. We took pole position, taking our 100th pole position in this career mode, but we're starting P5 after taking a engine penalty. So let's see what we can do here in Abu Dhabi. Here we go to 5 red lights for the final time. It's lights out and away we go. Main objective for today: beat Lando. That's our number one objective. This is George Russell's final Grand Prix, and it is Lando's final race with us, with our team. So we're actually wearing a special Thank You Lando helmet, courtesy of the F1 Podium Pass. So we got rather close there to Lando. Oh my god, these curbs are killing us. Not to mention the Alpine's sniffing up my ass. Fucking god, the Alpine. Oh, come on, Albon! Alright. Well, that was a mess. But when the mess is resolved, it comes out to us being up in P2 and ahead of Lando, which is what we need. Charles Leclerc leads the race. I honestly would not mind if Leclerc were to win this race. Won't be the first time that I finished second to him, but hey, whatever. Now instead of the Alpine, we got the Mercedes now sniffing up my ass. Lance Stroll, this is not the first time that he has been annoying towards us. However, I'm not worried about Lance. I'm worried only about Lando. And we'll get back past Lance with DRS. Lando goes wide, and now Felipe Drugovich looking to move up into P4. I have this car set to hardly any downforce whatsoever. In Abu Dhabi type concerns. So when we pit, we're going to put a lot of downforce into the car, because we already have what I needed. We're ahead of Lando, and as I said, I'm not really too worried about losing the race to Leclerc. I really don't care on who wins this race. I care about who wins this championship. Lance Stroll getting kinda too comfortable there. Force him wide, and now it's a double podium for Ferrari. Will it be a 1-2 for the Scuderia? Possibly. Because Felipe is looking to overtake us. And now we have Lando right back up our tail. We are back ahead of Felipe. That's just what it's going to have to be, is, we're going to have to try and keep at least one car in between me and Lando at all times. We'll be pitting on lap 13. So it really is whoever beats the other between me and Lando. Lando trying to make a move on Felipe. Can we try and pull a gap to these guys now? Over a second gap now. Lance Stroll with a double overtake gets back up into P3. Felipe down to P5. Lando stays in P4. Uh, 29 laps here in Abu Dhabi for the finale. And that's just what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the career mode. Is season finale I will be doing a 50% race length until the final race of the series, and that one I do believe I'll end up just doing a 100% race length. Lance Stroll over the back of us. Kinda worried. And Felipe Drugovich. Lando tried to make an overtake on Lance Stroll. Now Lance Stroll trying to overtake us. Lando failed, and it ended up with him losing out. Losing a position down to P5 now. Lance Stroll giving Felipe Drugovich the squeeze. However, Felipe trying to make the move stick. Fortunately, Stroll just has the better traction out of the corner. Charles Leclerc, 16 seconds up the road. I think the win is definitely out of question now. But the championship does not need us to win. Just needs us to beat Lando. In the points, mind. We need to be in the points and beat Lando. Yeah, this setup is... It's good for the start of the race, but... now it's, not really all that good. Yeah, thanks for the info, Mark. George Russell now going for Lando Norris. Russell up to P4. In his final Grand Prix. Not just final Grand Prix for Red Bull, but final Grand Prix as a F1 driver. Decided to call it quits after a pretty dismal second year with Red Bull. Little jerky there. Lost the position but regained it. Now George Russell and Lance Stroll, they're going to start going at it. So that's going to let me pull away just a little bit. Lance Stroll in that Mercedes, however, is like a rocket ship at the moment on those medium tires. Charles Leclerc 20 seconds up the road, and Lando Norris falls out of the top 5, fighting with Alexander Albon. For P5. This is not how Lando is going to want this race to end, as he's in the advantage for the championship. He had started on pole. He's leading the championship charge at the moment, only by 1 point, yes. But still. So we're pitting this lap. But tire wear is not all that bad. So I'm going to see if I can't extend this, actually. Might cost me a world title. But we're going to go ahead and gamble it. You know what? Actually, no, we're pitting this time. Yeah. Boxing this lap. I can't deal with the such low downforce we have at the moment. Can't deal with it any longer. Clear 22 seconds up the road. He pulls into the pits. What was Lance thinking there? Stroll, Lando stay out. Drugovich stays out. Russell and Albon follow me in. Same as Pierre Gasly.
Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Now we have more downforce on the car. And so long as we post some good lap, if we have a good lap, we should have Lando pit, and then have us come out in front of him. Lando is the one we want to beat. And we came out in clean air too, so that is very good, very solid. Lando's in. Nearly spun the car around there.
Lando's coming in for his stop now.
It's going to be close between me and Lando. Oh, well, that's annoying. We do come out in front of Lando. And George actually did us a solid and went ahead and overtook Lando. So now those two are side by side. They're going start bowing it out. Just going to slow them down massively. See what pace the Ferrari has on these hards. Yeah, rear end really wants to just step out on these hards. Really glad I didn't start the race with them.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 1.7 seconds. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 3.4 seconds.
For whatever reason, Jehan Daruvla has stayed out on the mediums for a extra lap. I have no idea what that's for.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
So we set a purple second sector. So we're going faster on these hards, but so is Leclerc. So he's just set a new fastest lap of the race. See what our third sector looks like.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
So Daruvla is going even longer on the mediums. For whatever reason. We set the fastest lap of the race. But yeah, Leclerc's still 25 seconds ahead. So we will not have a chance to beat the Ferrari. Unless Daruvla's on a separate pit strategy. He may be doing the 2-stop from softs to mediums to another set of mediums. He may be trying to do something like that for Red Bull. Clearly not working for him. However, he'll end up having to make another pit stop. $12 to go. 12 laps remain. No! Ah! I got the frickin' sun in my fucking eyes. Oh, okay. That hurt my tooth. Need to stop biting down so hard. Alright, Mark. Question. Can you please tell me the engine is okay and won't blow up on me, please? Like, we're absolutely positive on that fact. Because as it stands, we'll be the world champion. Russell makes an audacious move, trying to get past us into what will end up being P2. As Daruvula pits. We'll move on into P2. Russell up to P3. Norris up to P4. It's the 3 old chaps. Look at that. From last season. 3 old pals. Together again. While Leclerc is up leading the Grand Prix. Here comes George Russell. Lando just trying to sit back, wait for his moment to strike. Fortunately for Lando, we're able to stay ahead of George, and George actually backed Lando up away from us. Coming to 10 laps to go. Final 10 laps of Season 6. Final 10 laps to decide the world champion. I'm watching these tire temperatures because the rears just are not wanting to heat up to optimal temps. I don't want to weave about because that will slow me down and will let George and Lando catch. Yeah. Daruvala sets the fastest lap of the race with those mediums. And Théo Pourchaire is out of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. AlphaTauri wasn't really running in the points to begin with, so not much being lost in terms of team in the constructors. However, AlphaTauri will most likely be losing out to Haas in the constructors battle between those two. Here comes Russell again, this time going to try the outside. Doesn't work. He's kept his foot in it. He's still there. Here comes Russell again. Here he comes, and here comes Lando as well. Lando's going to make a dive bomb. Lando dives down underneath Russell. He's trying to go for it. He even tried to go for us, so we had to tighten up our line, and that actually sent us a little wide. But still, Lando not able to overtake George Russell. He starting to get a little desperate with coming to 7 laps to go. Been an amazing title fight between me and Lando. But only one can win the World Championship. And it's whoever beats the other. So we go a little wide. That will give George and Lando a bit of an opportunity to close up a little more. Only 7 laps to go here in Abu Dhabi in the Season 6 finale and title decider. 27 seconds up the road is Charles Leclerc looking for his third looking for Ferrari's 4th win this season, his personal 3rd race win of the season. No way for us to catch the Ferrari. So we're just going to have to try and fight our way for a P2 finish. George with the faster car, faster exit, the final corner, but he nearly loses it into the first corner. We nearly lose it in that same corner. We've already lost it twice that before. Lando now underneath Russell. Lando once again trying to make the move happen. Is he ahead of George? Not quite. He's almost there. Still side by side, but George just edges ahead now of Lando. coming to the last 5 laps of Season 6. Lando now underneath George Russell. Car goes sideways. We've only lost 1 title before in this championship and came right here in Abu Dhabi. Are we going to lose another, or are we going to win our 5th world title? Here comes Lando again on George Russell. They're still side by side. This is insane between those two. Russell and Lando, old sparring partners, going at it once again. This time, it's George who will have the inside line, but he doesn't even need it as he gets back ahead of Lando. George. He is doing us a solid. And if you guys remember, it was pretty much the same thing that's happening right now that cost me the world title. I had the advantage, and I only needed a P3 finish. But it was Carlos Sainz retiring from Formula 1 who took the P3, and my teammate in Season 2, Dan Ticktum, ended up winning the world title. Well, now George Russell is retiring from Formula 1, and he is looking to finish P3 for a final podium in Formula 1. Maybe even better if he can get past us here. Oh, George, no, what have you done, man? I was just saying that your efforts have been helping me in this title fight, George. Okay, I'm going to give him just enough room for him to try and work with the inside, but we just stay ahead of George Russell. Coming to 3 laps to go, the final 3 laps, and oh my god, the afternoon sun is really irritating me here in real life. I just can't escape it without having to move further and further back away from the screen. Here comes Russell. I think I just spooked him out of making that move. Now Lando to the high line. In turn 9, he tags the curb just a little bit and pulls out. Coming to 2 laps to go. Leclerc 31 seconds up the road. Nearly a whole half a lap ahead of us. Just need to keep Russell and, well, more Lando than Russell, but Russell's doing us a solid by keeping Lando behind him. However, Russell, here he comes now. Into turn 9, he just backs out of it, and it actually slows him and Lando down. Holds the two of them up just a little bit, coming to the final lap of the season, final lap of this title decider finale of Season 6. 1 lap to go in Abu Dhabi. 1 lap to decide the championship in Season 6. We hold the advantage heading into the final lap. However, anything can still happen. Lando has DRS, only 8 tenths back. Can he do anything? Staying a good ways ahead of George. Here comes George Russell. He's got one last... Does he have one last George Russell trick up his sleeve to try and pull to get this final P2? Charles Leclerc wins for Ferrari, but the fireworks of the World Championship battle continuing. George Russell trying to hold on to this P3. Lando Norris desperately trying to get past. Through to the final corner. It's our 5th world title. It's P2. And we've won the Drivers' World Championship for the 5th time. Yes! Oh my God. Charles Leclerc wins Ferrari's 4th race win this season. George Russell on the podium for the final time. So he will be leaving F1. And he can leave F1 knowing that he assisted in a Drivers' World Championship, and he thwarted Lando's title plans again. First time in Formula 1, but not the first time in a Formula Series. Oh man, I bet Lando is not gonna be happy.
Some amazing talents out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
It's absolutely got to be Alexander Albon. No hesitation. He put in the performance today that said you're going to do it.
Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Oh man.
Touched at the top of the table. What an incredible journey this has been for a team many had written off a short time ago. They are the Formula One World Champions.
Yes!
An end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
We have won the world title, the Drivers' World Championship 5 times, and we've won the Constructors' World Championship 5 times. That is something. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Hold the trophy high. We are the world champions for a 5th time, 4th time in a row. Kind of doing the same thing that Seb did, sort of. Of course, Seb only has 4 world titles, but having won the championship 4 times in a row, both the Drivers' World Championship and the Constructors' World Championship, he did it. Back in 2010 to 2013, he did it. This has been an amazing season. Thank you, Lando, and thank you, Georgie boy. Oh, man. What a season. What a title fight. At one point, we were 40 points behind Lando, and we finished 5 points ahead of Lando to secure our 5th Drivers' World Championship. Insane. There's not much left to say. It's just insane. Man. Guys, if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel. If you are new, hit that little bell. Get notified whenever I post new videos, because the preseason episode for Season 7 will be coming out very shortly. I hope you all have enjoyed this series so far, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.